In ancient Cyprus, there lived a man named Zeno, a wealthy merchant who had it all: status, success, and security. But on a voyage from Phoenicia to Athens, everything changed. A storm wrecked his ship and dragged his fortune into the sea. His cargo, his livelihood, his identity, gone in an instant. Just imagine everything you've worked for, gone without warning. Most of us would spiral, get angry, feel cheated, maybe even give up. But not Zeno. He didn't just survive the wreck, he transformed because of it. Wandering into a bookstore in Athens, he discovered the teachings of Socrates. That day, in the ashes of ruin, Stoicism was born, a mindset built on resilience, self-mastery, and radical clarity. Zeno's loss wasn't the end of his life. It was the beginning of a new one. That's the heart of Stoicism. We don't control what happens to us, but we always control how we respond. One moment of pain, one shift in thought, and your entire future can change. The ancient Stoics, from the slave Epictetus to the Emperor Marcus Aurelius, understood this well.
True freedom is not of the body, but of the mind.
Men, advance with fortitude.
They weren't trying to escape emotions, they were learning to master them. Because here's the truth, life will hurt you, but it doesn't have to break you. The Stoics taught exercises like voluntary discomfort, sleeping on the floor, taking cold showers, eating only basic food, not to punish themselves, but to sharpen their gratitude. These acts prepare the mind to thrive even in hardship. Why? Because discomfort is inevitable. Pain is part of life, but suffering is a choice. We don't panic when it rains because we expect it. It's just weather. But when life storms on us unexpectedly, we break. Not because it's hard, but because we didn't see it coming. Stoicism teaches us to expect the storm and stay calm inside it. In today's digital world, where comparison is just a scroll away and perfection is sold like a product, Stoicism becomes our anchor. It whispers, "You are not behind. You are just early in your journey." Stop measuring yourself against curated timelines and filtered lives. Marcus Aurelius was ruling an empire while journaling his deepest doubts. Your quiet progress matters just as much. Every time you choose patience over panic, every time you say no to chaos and yes to peace, that is Stoicism in motion. We're taught to chase things, money, followers, titles. But Stoicism reminds us, if your happiness depends on what you can lose, you'll never be free. Seneca said it best, "Learning to live with less creates space for what truly matters." Let go of the noise, return to what's essential. True success isn't in how much you collect, but in how lightly you can carry life. The Stoics believed in 4 core virtues: wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice. Wisdom teaches you to separate what you can control from what you can't. Courage reminds you to persist and resist, to keep showing up even when things don't go your way. Temperance helps you simplify, to speak less, need less, want less. And justice? That's the most important of all. To live not just for yourself, but for others, because we were born to help one another. Even Nelson Mandela, while imprisoned for decades, studied Stoic philosophy. When freed, he didn't call for vengeance. He called for healing. He knew the past is beyond our control. The future is built by how we respond. In modern therapy, in rational emotive behavioral therapy and logotherapy, Stoic principles still guide people to peace. They teach that purpose is stronger than pain, and that you can reshape your entire life by reshaping your thoughts. So whatever you're building, a YouTube channel, a career, a better version of yourself, don't measure it by likes, money, or applause. Measure it by the effort you gave, the courage you showed, the peace you protected. Because the storm may come, the algorithm may ignore you, the world may not notice, but you will know you showed up fully. And that's enough. Because in the end, you may be broken by fate, but rebuilt by purpose.